Also feels good to be on the main card.
Saquon and Jalen Hurts combined squat would be like 1,200 pounds.
That's good. That's about 3/4 of what Tony and I can do.
Because, yeah, you just get locked into doing better, growing, this and that. And it's like sometimes you got to maybe eat like a piece of bread.
No more guillotines. No more guillotines. Dustin's like, I'm a guillotine to the dead time. What's up, y'all? Football season is over, but Betr now has UFC, NBA, MLB, and NHL live in the app. You guys already know Betr Picks is the best daily fantasy app out there, and now they're offering a sweat-free play for first-time users. Make your first lineup up to $250. If it doesn't hit, Betr will cover the loss. Download Betr and use code SWEAT250 now.
No, but I actually was just thinking about it because actually I have like it's really nice. It's like a stone bench.
Okay.
Like a little stone bench.
In your backyard?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like you would in like a garden, yeah. So I go out and sit in that, and I feel like I'm in like the jungle because so many trees around me.
Yeah, you are in a forest.
We actually had a huge tree fall down and knock down the power line in the middle of the street. It was like the house across from us. It was bad. Yeah.
At least it didn't hit the house.
Yeah, we had no power all of Sunday.
Yeah. Oh, your power was out?
Yeah.
That's rough.
It was rough.
Dude, why didn't you just come over?
I was afraid all the food was going to go bad, so I wanted to like time it out.
So you were like putting ice on it and stuff?
I was about to. I was keeping track of. I was watching the guys work on it, and I was like, I think they'll get it done.
Yeah, dude, that would have been terrifying.
Yeah.
Could have done your 24 hours darkness retreat right there.
Yeah.
Go lock yourself in your basement.
Yeah.
Airbnb.
Yeah. I've been thinking about that a lot.
Darkness retreat.
Yeah, I don't really want to do it.
No.
I just feel like I don't.
We kind of live at darkness retreat.
Yeah. It's like, I went and got breakfast today and I didn't even drink a coffee. So
That's darkness.
yeah.
Yeah, Chris did a 14-day one.
14-day?
Mm-hmm.
Chris is insane. Yeah, that dude, he's insane. What did he say? Did he talk to you about it?
Yeah, he said it was great. He said that he like works on people so much that's like his time to work on himself.
He needed it.
Yeah,
he needs it.
but there was like 60 people, and you like don't even run into each other.
You see who lasts the longest? Mr. Beast challenge. That's the next Mr. Beast challenge. Have him sit in a dark room and just see who lasts the longest.
Dude, that'd be insane.
Yeah,
That would be that's a cool.
one.
Send that in to Mr. Beast. Tell him I said that he should do that.
I'll hit up his people. I'm trying to get in contact with
No,
them.
just text him.
Okay.
All right.
Play
Got
cool, dude. We know you.
Got it.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get in touch with his people for the past month. It's been impossible.
About what? Getting us on a show?
Just like any segue I can get in to like.
Yo, I swear.
He was at the fights.
Yeah, he was at the fights. Yeah, he was sitting
$299.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So maybe we'll be at UFC 300.
I will say this: if you get in touch with their crew and they offer you a job and you take it, I'll murder you in cold blood.
He's definitely gonna take it.
I know he is. I can already see where this is going.
No.
If you try to go
No.
work with Mr. Beast,
He's leveraging all of your work.
I know
No.
that was the plan all along. I would be screwed.
48 laws of power. You read it first.
Damn, he did.
Well, that guy in Iraq, the other guy, Iraq, I've been trying to get in contact with because he does like this thing called like Bros versus Pros, where he takes like him and
That's
his
dope.
friends on a tour bus.
They
And
need to come fight us.
Yeah. That's why I said they've done one against like some Bellator fighter.
Oh, come on,
Just like, come on.
Bellator.
Yeah.
Is that not even? I don't think that's a league anymore.
It's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not even a league anymore. But I was like, listen, wrestle this guy.
That would be so funny.
DM'd him probably 4 or 5 times.
Keep going, bro.
Yeah.
Put up.
Keep going.
Gotta stay persistent. Let's talk about UFC 300 a little bit. Or not UFC 300, UFC 299. A lot of great fights.
How'd your picks do?
Not bad. I was sad that Almeida lost. And
You just
Howie
didn't listen to me,
lost.
bro. You would have been undefeated if you listened to me.
That was like one of the only fights that I got wrong. Besides Jack, I picked Gilbert Burns. But
Gilbert was winning the whole fight.
yeah. You see that Jack broke his arm like halfway through the first
Really?
round, they were saying.
Crazy.
good.
Nuts.
Not good. But MVP, big win against
What
Kevin
is it?
Holland.
Crazy world. A lot of smells.
Yeah, MVP. That's dope.
Yeah, he got the win.
Had a sick walkout. He did the Undertaker's.
I heard about that.
His walkout was like 20 minutes. It was
Really?
so annoying.
Yeah, I saw.
I was
Dana
like, get to
we're
the
not doing that
cage.
anymore.
And it wasn't even that good.
Really?
The only thing that he did was kind of cool was it was like, the bell goes like, dong.
Yeah.
He was like kind of dancing around, and then as the bell was like, dong, he was like, Dung, and like he like
Oh, that's
hit
cool.
the bell, and it was like on perfect time. He did it like 3 or 4 times.
Well, he should have done the real Undertaker, like appeared in the cage.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah.
Like everything's dark, and then he's just there, and he's like,
Yeah. That's,
"Yo, that would have
That's
been
the Undertaker
crazy, bro. That would have been crazy." What do you think the Undertaker was actually doing for like that 2 hours? He was just sitting under the cage.
Oh yeah.
Like he was just like, just sitting there.
You think he sat there for 2 hours?
He had to, bro.
He probably had like a nice setup for him.
He got
A little
like
bed and
a little bed, some meals,
a couple beers and
couple beers.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, they had like a bunch of beef jerky or something.
Sometimes he heard like a different bell and he would come out like, no.
Oh, he like sits up and they're like, no, not yet.
Yeah, Dustin with a big knockout. That was awesome to see.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Knocked that French dude out.
Yeah, bro. You know, I feel like we were overestimating the military aspect of Benoit's like capabilities. We were underestimating the French aspect. Like, it was super badass that he's military counterterrorism, but we also didn't really give the discredit that the French part
Kinda
of it
negates
deserved.
it, huh?
It does, yeah. So it was like, okay, well, I mean, he's obviously not going to lose to Dustin's not going to lose to a Frenchman, even though he is like military and stuff. It's like, it's not America.
That's true.
It's like, come on.
Right. He also said that he was severely dehydrated walking in the octagon, and I said that's an awful excuse.
Go cry about it, bro.
Yeah, he said he
Nah,
said
he
he-
said he
some
had
water.
staph and was like using antibiotics the whole week. I've never really felt that. I mean, I've had staph a few times and just keep training.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was very interesting. Do you think that he's going to get a title shot against Islam next, or is it going to be the winner of Oliveira and Arman?
I think he could. He could get the title shot. He asked for it in June or July or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, that division's got a lot going on because Gaethje is fighting Holloway. Arman and Charles are fighting at the same time. So we'll see how those two fights go.
Yeah.
I don't know what they'll do.
Fighting Islam in June.
Who what?
One of those dudes is going to fight Islam in June.
One of those, the
What
winner
they-
of one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, between Dustin, whoever wins the other two fights. Yeah, they have to.
You never know with injuries.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Last fight of the night, O'Malley dominated Chito, which was kind of like, I mean, obviously I like both guys, but it sucked and seeing Chito get his butt kicked for 5 rounds.
Yeah, it did. But I was like, dang, Sean looks freaking good.
Yeah, I was surprised.
You were surprised?
Yeah.
I think he's underrated, bro.
Me too.
Yeah.
Now I do, but
Yeah.
I was definitely underrating him.
It's hard to be underrated as a champion, but I feel like I was watching the fight and I was like, damn, this dude's good. Like, he's just moving, setting everything up. He's thinking 2, 3, 4 steps ahead, man. And he's just like not there to be hit. Good defense. But yeah, man, great agility, great humility too. Like the way he fights, he's not like a humble outside the cage, but the way he fights, he like sets everything up really well. He's patient. I was really impressed. I'm like, dang, there was a lot of lessons for me to learn from that fight. Just the way that he handled it and handled the pressure also very well. Just, like nothing. Just went out there and put his best performance of his career together.
Yeah.
In the highest pressure, defending the belt, highest pressure situation he'd been in.
Right, and I mean, he's competing against somebody that he lost to before. I'm like putting that in air quotes.
Dude, it's the best. He's like, yeah, Sugar Athletic Commission overturned that loss. Now no contest.
Said that on Rogan, didn't he?
He said that like a few times, but
Yeah,
I think it's
feel
hilarious.
good.
He's like undefeated in the Sugar Athletic Commission.
Yeah. Now he's got the Iceman.
Chuck Liddell?
We're up.
Dude, play that clip again. Pull that clip up, Ron.
That should be the only promo.
What?
Barab diving into the lake.
Pull that clip up. Imagine like O'Malley just comes out in like the press conference or whatever. He's fighting Rob, just with like a some type of ice costume. He's just like dressed as ice.
That would be a really
Liddell.
What?
Chuck Liddell.
Chuck Liddell. Oh, you said the Iceman. I knew who you were talking about, but I just wanted to say it.
that would be an interesting matchup. I mean, way too early odds came out that O'Malley was the underdog in that fight, which makes sense.
He should be, just because of his styles, but he might knock Merab out, man. He might knock his head off, bro.
Yeah.
He gets wobbled a lot. Merab does. And you don't want that with O'Malley, bro. He'll freaking put you out for sure. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would like to see that fight, but I also don't really. I would like to see Sean and Ilya. That would be crazy,
Dude.
bro.
That'd be crazy.
That would be a crazy fight. That'd be a massive fight in Spain. Dana said no, but that doesn't mean no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that'll happen just yet. I think it's like a year from now that fight happens.
I mean, I would like to see him versus Merab, and if he slept Merab, then it's like a no-brainer. And they're boys, Merab and Ilya.
Georgian
boys.
Georgian boys, yeah.
So it'd be huge.
That would be crazy, bro.
Well, did you see also on the broadcast? Well, obviously, on the English broadcast, they put up like the most knockouts of all time in UFC history. But they also put your name up there.
Yeah, it's me,
bro.
right?
Yeah.
I've got the most knockouts of all time. I think it's 20 or something like that.
Yeah, they had you at 20 knockouts on the Spanish feed.
They're just
Oh, for real?
yeah, bro. You thought it was a joke? Nah, dude, I've got 20 UFC knockouts.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's hard
Maybe
to do.
that just like came in from the future.
It's hard to do it that consistently, that quickly, but
With 5 fights.
yeah. You know, most people at 5 fights only have, 3 or 4 knockouts.
You have 20.
20.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's an impressive number.
It is. It feels good to be recognized from all my hard work. Also feels good to be on the main card.
Let's go.
Dude, congratulations. Congratulations on that, man. I don't know how you pulled that off.
Just doing me, baby.
Old Brycey
just-
boy.
What's up?
Poor Brycey boy.
I don't want to talk about him. He got it bad enough. Nah, bro. I feel like I don't really care, to be honest. I can fight wherever. I like that it makes people mad. I think that's so funny.
Yeah.
I think
You don't deserve it. I'm like, okay, thank you.
Well, the real problem is, are we even sure the In-N-Out's going to be open that late?
That is a problem. I'll ask Dana to move me back down. Like, Dana, you're gonna need to move back down, man. I can't get my In-N-Out burger that late. Nah, it's open 24/7 Vegas. Let's be honest.
Oh,
Yeah, probably.
I was just playing. We're good.
But yeah, you have been getting it's funny. Like you were saying, it's funny that a lot of people are kind of like,
It's just weird, man. I think that all these people, it's like that one thing where I should go to their job and like they get a raise. I should be like, boo, boo, you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it, you bum. You only been working here 2 years. This guy, Jim, over here has been working here 3. You freaking scumbag. You deserve a pay cut, you idiot. I don't know. Like, I don't get paid any more or less. It doesn't really affect me anymore. It's just like, at the end of the day, the decision was made because I probably sell more. Like, more people want to see me. Why would they put me there unless more people want to see me? Because at the end of the day, the most watched spot is the prelims and the main prelim. So if they wanted more people to see me, they would put me at the main prelim. But the reality is they want to sell more. They want to sell more pay-per-views, so they put me on the pay-per-view. So it's like, it doesn't really affect me. I get paid the same, and I would rather go to bed and have a good night's sleep, than be up mad late and potentially not get my In-N-Out burger. So
Yeah.
it's all good though. It's not a big deal. These people are all pressed about it. I'm like, dude, I literally could not care less. Make me the opener, which that was also a rumor that was never true. Somebody just said that for no reason.
I was hoping you're going to be the prelim opener.
That would have been cool.
So
Yeah.
I get home and
Yeah. We would have been
some
done by
sleep.
like 4.
yeah.
And we'll have a nice dinner and play some Pirates dice and
Yeah.
watch a movie and call it good.
you literally went from the bottom of the card to the top. That's crazy.
No, but I never. That's actually not true because some random dude put that out there that I was going to be start of the prelims. Like,
Oh,
that,
really?
That was never any facts or any legs. Like, some random MMA account just tweeted that,
Gotcha.
and then people are like, he's going to be the main or first early prelim. I'm like, no, it's
Little
not true.
did
Just
they
made
know.
made that crap up. Little do they know, I'm actually after Charlie Olives. Everybody's pissed out about that one, bro. He's after Oliveira. Oh my gosh! Like, bro, the opening spot is a better spot.
Yeah.
So
What? Relax.
I also think that what you were saying it's going to sell more pay-per-views is what people have to realize is that you bring the wrestling community, the entire wrestling community to UFC. Like everyone wants to watch that, like, NCAAs have already happened. It's literally the week before Olympic trials where everyone will tune in. So it's a good like middle spot to, have the wrestlers get their fill in before
That's true.
another big event.
Yeah, I mean, it has literally nothing to do with my opinion. It's the UFC's decision.
Yo, have you guys seen that Luke Combs concert? He's coming to State College real soon.
Yeah, it's gonna be wild. My Airbnb is booked.
Really?
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Dude, I can't find tickets anywhere for it.
You didn't look on Game Time?
No, what is that?
Dude, so Game Time is where they take the guesswork out of buying tickets. They have a 3D seat feature, so you'll be able to see exactly where you're going to sit and what the view of the stage is going to be. And get this, you can see exactly what the price is with Game Time's all-in pricing. So there's no hidden fees. But seriously, y'all, Game Time is for real. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code Nickal for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code Nickal, Nickal, for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest prices, guaranteed.
Speaking of breaking news that also hit the papers today.
Hit the papers. You read the paper?
Hit the papers.
Okay.
It was actually on the MMA Hour by Ariel Helwani. So it's true. Nate Diaz is going to box Jorge Masvidal on June 1st.
Bro, I've been knowing that for like months.
No, you didn't. No.
I did, yeah.
He's been working with Masvidal.
Yeah. I've known that for literally like a long time.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
You
You didn't know that?
No.
I thought everybody knew that.
Where's it at?
They were just waiting to do it for a little while because they wanted to do it earlier, but there's just so many crazy fire events right now
Yeah.
that they pushed it back.
Masvidal's been trying to hype it up too. He's been
Yeah, he's been training hard. He was out in Stockton, like all that stuff. So, yeah, Ronan, come on.
Dude, I mean, it was just officially announced today, though.
Yeah, well, I'm on that unofficial wave,
June
I
1st.
know before.
where?
I still can't find it. They
It'll
didn't.
probably be in Miami or Texas, I would guess. One of those two. Zero chance it's in Cali.
Just straight boxing.
Straight boxing. Yeah.
I would like to see bare knuckle.
Masvidal would have just cut him up.
Yeah.
If it was bare knuckle boxing,
Too much
Diaz
scar
he wouldn't last a round. He
Sure.
would be like the best worst bare knuckle boxer because he would be great as far as the toughness and the durability and the conditioning goes, but he would just get cut instantly. And then he would just end the fight. It would be over.
Yeah, I don't know if a ref would let him keep fighting with like half of his face ripped off.
No, he wouldn't.
Like-
it would just be like done.
He'd lose like half of his blood in his body.
He bleeds a lot.
Does bleed a lot. Another big boxing fight that got announced last week, day after we shot the pod.
Oh yeah.
Mike Tyson against that Jake Paul guy.
Crazy, bro.
That's wild, dude.
I can't believe that's actually happening.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Can't believe that's happening. It's crazy.
Have they announced the specifics yet?
No, I think that it's going to be an exhibition. Like, it's got to be. That was the first thing that Bo said. He goes, there's no way this is real. Like, it's an exhibition fight. It's not going
I
to
thought it was a joke at first, and then I was like, oh, frick, that's literally the craziest thing ever.
Yeah.
I can't believe that.
I'm interested to hear glove size.
16s.
You think?
I don't know. Maybe.
Why does
Yeah.
that matter?
Well,
I think if it's small gloves, give Tyson a chance.
it's just like a 16-ounce. Getting hit with a 16-ounce glove versus like an 8 or 10-ounce glove is not even close to the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's literally like a world of difference.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just can't believe that it's on Netflix. That's think,
dope.
the craziest part
Yeah.
of it all.
Yeah, I love that.
They're getting a bag to do that. I feel like that was like half the reason that they're doing it. Like, they're both walking out with 30 mil after that.
I heard 25.
From the inside?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's worth it.
definitely.
25 million.
Yeah, Netflix is going crazy, though. They're going to take over sports, bro. Netflix owns such a big percent of the streaming market. Like, as far I heard something where it was like 80% of the people of the streaming accounts over all the platforms are on Netflix.
Yeah.
Makes
So
sense.
Netflix has like 80%, and yeah, now they're partnered with the WWE, getting boxing fights. I wouldn't be surprised if after the ESPN deal that UFC went to Netflix.
Dang.
Wow.
Could for sure happen. They just got stupid money, bro.
They have unlimited money.
They have unlimited money.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, they also have, like you were saying, it's 260 million subscribers, and they're projecting that they're in 500 million households,
Wow.
which is
The
unfathomable number.
Yeah.
the one venue we visited in Long Island, they filmed a Netflix movie there, and they said they came in and like all the walls were covered in mirrors, and so they just
Who's Mira? Is that like a girl?
and so they were like, take the mirrors down, let's put up like nice portraits in the whole ballroom, and then, like they were like super nice portraits, and then when they were done filming, they were like, all right, just leave them. They just dipped.
I don't even care.
That's so
Yeah.
crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see more wild shows from Netflix. Like more just like
Reality or what?
anything.
Well, they just came out with the Gentleman Show.
Dude, I was going to bring that up to you.
Mhm.
I forgot to call you because I was scrolling through. Maddie and I spent like an hour trying to figure out what to watch because we just finished the last season of Love is Blind.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, they did a Gentleman reboot
Bro, it looks
on
so
TV
good.
series. I was like, I got to watch with Tony. And
Yeah.
Maddie's like, why? And I'm like, you don't get it.
Yeah, we might have to save that for fight week.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll watch a fight week.
Yeah, we're still watching Love is Blind.
It's an interesting show.
Dude, Love is Blind. How far in are you?
They just went like outside of the booths, so like
Oh, so you're early.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, it gets. I feel like the booths are good. I don't really like that honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
There's maybe like one like good moment, and then past that, it gets a little interesting again when they bring everybody back together. I love that.
Yeah.
I'm just so here for that drama. So here for it.
Dude, you have to be so psychotic to go on that.
I don't think so, bro. I think
I was getting close to that point, man.
yeah.
Dude, that's
I
different.
feel like Love is Blind is the best one out of all of them.
I think it's the most reliable and like wholesome one.
Is easily the most wholesome one.
Yeah.
And the people are like good people and stuff, and
And the concept actually makes sense.
it makes sense.
because the producers pick people that are gonna like each other physically. Like
Yeah.
you could just tell.
yeah, they're not picking any like fatties on them.
Yeah. And so like when they hook up personality wise, like it's most likely gonna work out.
for sure. And I think that they do big time like psyche vows and stuff before
Yeah.
that to make sure they're ready to go and they're in the right place. I mean,
I know
obviously
for a fact they do.
you can pass those with flying colors, regardless of your mental state. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like that's the best one. The other ones are, I think that people are in it too much to get famous or not for the right reasons or whatever it is. Even The Bachelor. Yeah. By the way, Maddie's been watching The Bachelor this season, and I just hopped in on Fantasy Suites.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's the dude from your hometown, right, Ronan? Yeah, he's all right. He's a nice dude. But I it's hard to like come in at that point.
Yeah.
Because I like to really judge people very harshly and ruthlessly. Yeah.
Then you warm up to them.
Then I warm up to them, and then I judge them again. Yeah. It's like a back and forth cycle. But at that point, it's like I just don't have all the information, so my jokes don't hit as well. Yeah.
Well, plus you got a tough crowd there. It's Ace
Just
and Maddie.
yeah, Ace loves it.
Yeah, but he's not laughing at those jokes.
No, he's laughing at my jokes. Yeah, he's laughing.
Everyone.
No, just ones he thinks are funny.
All right.
Yeah. Our mics are dead. Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was just Tony's.
Oh, got you.
Yeah. All good.
But it was funny, bro. So the dude, I was like kind of watching himself. I was like, this dude's kind of regular as hell. Like, this dude's kind of boring. And then Maddie was like, yeah, early in the season, he was like, basically made a point. He's like, I'm not like that charismatic guy, like this and that. Like, I'm just going to be myself. And like, I'm like, well, I respect that so much more than trying to like, act a certain way. But it was funny. I just pointed it out, and she was like, yeah, he said that. It's already been addressed. And I was like, okay, cool.
How was he in high school?
Oh, dude, he was like 7 years older than I am. He's friends with my neighbor. That's the only connection that I have.
Gotcha.
So we're pretty much brothers.
Nah, he seems like a good dude, though. Like, just like a good guy. Like, the girls, too, that he picked for the final three were all very wholesome. They're not supermodel, like, diva girls. They're, like, okay looking, good looking girls, but not, like, mad extra or anything.
Gotcha.
And they all seem like super sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So it seemed like he kind of has his type, like very sweetheart type.
Is one of them going to be the Bachelorette, you think?
Well, I did watch 45 minutes total of the season. So based on my extra opinion, I would say I could see one of them being the Bachelorette. I could see it. And everybody's young now, bro. It's weird. So I feel like it used to be for the Bachelor and Bachelorette, it was like late 20s, early 30s.
Mm-hmm.
And now all of them are 25, young. Maybe just the girls are young. I don't know how old he is. He's 7 years older than you.
Yeah.
And how old are you, 16?
Yeah.
So he's 23.
It's crazy.
So he's young too.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
I was like, oh my gosh, these girls are so young. These people are so young. And then I was like, wait, I got married at 25.
Yeah. When there was like a 22-year-old on the one season, everyone freaked out.
Yeah, that one chick with the short hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they freaked out because the dude was 40.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with it personally. Personally, I don't have any qualms. But professionally, that's an issue.
Since we're on that topic, we have to talk about the other Netflix dating show,
Let's talk about it.
Love on the Spectrum.
Oh,
great show.
You're gonna friggin' get my heart.
That's a great show, dude.
I can't believe that there was 30 people that sat in a room and go, you know what, we're gonna do this, and they're killing it.
I can't watch it, and I'll tell you why. It's not probably the reason that you think. It's because when I see, I watched maybe one episode and I see how happy they are, and I'm like, this is so great. This is so amazing. I just want them to be happy. I don't want anything bad to happen. Mm-hmm. But then I know on the other side, there's inevitable heartbreak. And I can't bear the idea of that happening to any one of them. They're so innocent and amazing. I'm like, if this person gets their heart broke, I will break my TV. I will literally headbutt it.
It happens, man.
I know it. And I that's the thing. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. And so it's not worth it for me to invest. For those reasons, I'm out.
There's some real cuties on that show, man.
I know, dude. I know.
Just warms your heart.
Yeah. We were watching the one season, Maddie and I, as like the only episode I watched, I think it was Australia, but the two kids went on a date and the guy was just like, they went on a beach date and had a picnic. And he was just like, do you like sand? And she's like, yes, sand is beautiful. Oh, do you like the ocean? Yes, the ocean's beautiful. It was like everything is beautiful. I was like, I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry right now.
They never can hide any emotions, which is the best part.
Bro.
He's like,
doesn't like the outdoors. Not big on outdoors.
you like nature?
That's what it is.
Never really thought about it. I guess I'm more of a city girl.
Not big on nature. So good. Yeah. So good. Oh man. You apply?
Me?
Yeah. I was wondering why you brought it up.
No, dude. I'm taken now. So.
Oh, you're taking.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Apply.
Don't know how to transition into this, but Saquon's got signed to the Eagles. Suck it, Tony.
What?
You're a Giants fan, dude.
I'm not.
Yes, you are at heart. Saquon's on the Eagles.
That's dope.
That's big news for Penn State
That's dope.
and the city of Philadelphia.
So is Philly gonna win the Super Bowl?
I don't know, man. The whole Jason Kelsey retiring thing made me honestly so sad.
They're done. They're not ever going to be able to do a tush push ever again.
Tush push.
Dude, I don't know. There was a stat that came out, and it was like a bunch of different quarterback and running back combinations of how much they squatted, and it was like Saquon and Jalen Hurts combined squat would be like 1,200 pounds. So I'm feeling pretty confident in that.
That's good. That's about 3/4 of what Tony and I can do. So
That's not that impressive.
yeah.
I mean, but like for the average person, you know.
Put them on a Bosa ball. See how heavy of a med ball they could catch.
See how many
That's what I wanna know.
twists and turns they can get in a minute.
Yeah, not as many as us. Guarantee it.
Watching your guys' lifts are one of the most entertaining things because I've never seen anything like it before.
Do you
I'm glad you
watch
like
us
them.
lift?
I've watched you lift multiple times.
I'm glad you like them too.
They're interesting to watch. Probably not do.
That should be a vlog. We should have let's put Ronan through a workout.
Yeah.
I feel like I could do it pretty decently.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm athletic.
It's
Dude,
just some bands and balls. It's not that hard.
Nah, it's not that hard.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
dude, you guys are like crying halfway through it. I'm like,
Yeah. It'll just be like, all right, let's go. Now we're done with warm-up.
Yeah.
the bike is hard. I did like half of it with Tony and Moose one time when I was like bulking, and it was brutal.
Oh, why you're bulking though?
Yeah.
Like if you were cutting, you'd been.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I started going to jiu-jitsu again, so like I'm feeling pretty good.
I've heard some rumors about your double leg. Heard it's good.
Yeah. I had my first takedown ever.
Let's go.
On
That's
Monday.
awesome, man.
Yeah, it was cool.
It's big.
Yeah, it was a big moment for me.
Good job.
Still shooting triangle way too much, but
You jump into the triangle, like jump your
trying.
feet?
no, I'm scared I'm gonna kick someone in the face. So
That's good.
yeah, I don't want to do that.
Hey, just remember, don't be silly. Jump to Gilly.
Oh, we didn't even talk about that. Did you see
Bro.
Coach Mike talk to him in the corner about
That was so funny. He was just like, no more guillotines. No more guillotines. And Dustin's like, I'm a guillotine to the dead time. Did you see it? His post-fight interview?
No, but I saw
Bro,
like,
so Mike in the corner was literally like, Dustin, no more guillotines. Do not jump guillotine again. You're done with the guillotines. And then he did it like 2 or 3 times. He did it probably 7 times in the fight. And then
why does that always happen in a fight? Like if you jump to one, you're jumping the rest of the
all
fight.
of them. You got it, all of them. But I don't know. But after the fight, somebody asked him about it. I think it was Rogan or somebody, and he was like, what did he say? I can't remember exactly, but just, he was like, yeah. And they said, we saw you got corner advice not to jump the guillotine. He goes, I jumped the guillotine and I keep jumping and I'm never not going to jump the guillotine. Like, he's like, I'm always going to do it. Like he got like so like passionate about him jumping the guillotine. He was like, I'll never stop jumping guillotine ever. I'm like, dude, that fight would have been so easy if you would have just not jumped it. He almost finished him the first one though.
Well, it's all because he almost finished Khabib with it.
He almost finished Khabib
Yeah,
with it too.
that was the tightest one he's ever got.
Yeah, that was, he had to roll out of it. Yeah,
That's funny.
he almost got Saint Denis though in the first one. It was tight. It was like perfectly dry. It was tight. I was like,
Dang,
and then he flopped over. Yeah,
that's funny.
yeah, it was funny.
Penn State did pretty well at the Big Ten tournament.
Killed
Oh, wrestling?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. They did great. 7 finalists, 2/3. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's wild.
And that's not even including like missing one of our best wrestlers. Yeah.
I love watching Braden wrestle.
Braden Davis,
Such a
baby.
dog.
Braden Davis, true freshman Big Ten champ.
That was
He's a
sick.
savage. That was great. I loved how he double-legged the kid and slammed him.
Yeah, at the end.
He was like,
Yeah.
boom. I was like,
Slammed him hard.
yeah, bro. He freaking put him down with authority.
Yeah.
That was epic. Yeah, I was hyped about that.
I'll have
one.
a good setup for nationals.
Yeah, it'll probably be number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It'd be good.
And then he might have the finals rematch in the semis. McKee.
Oh, McKee
Yeah.
4?
We'll see how it plays out, but
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
Definitely. I'd be interested in seeing that.
Mitchell's match was crazy.
Crazy. Mitchell Messenberg, absolute animal.
Bro, that dude is huge for the weight.
Hamity?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. He's like 6'2". So
Huge.
tall.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Yeah, he's super tall. Yeah, Mitchell just like freaking dude, he was like
Yeah. Just
after
kept
the
going.
first period, and I was a little nervous, and then he got taken down again in the second, but at the end of the second he took him down. I was like, oh, he's got it.
that
He's
one
got
was
it.
huge.
Yeah, bro. He's an animal. That was nuts. Yeah, it's fun to watch those guys though.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what they do in Kansas City.
Me too.
AB,
AB's a
dominant
dog.
fashion.
Tech fall in the finals, big time. Yeah, that was sick. Greg smashed everybody.
Yep.
Bernie had the dub. Should have won, man.
Yeah.
He had it. He was so close.
I think he'll pull it together. for
He will.
NCAs,
Yeah, that was the best he's wrestled all year.
Yeah.
So I think that he's on the trend upward. Which
Yeah, I'm
is
glad
good.
he got the Pinto match back.
Definitely. That was great. Yeah, he deserved that one. He should have won the last one too. But yeah, it's all good. Yeah, I'm excited to see the seeds and everything, the brackets. I've been pitching to Betr the idea to do an NCAA wrestling like fantasy like
That'd be
added
dope.
in. So I don't think they're gonna be able to do it this year, but next year they're gonna do NCAA wrestling fantasy. So like one where maybe give you $100 and then every wrestler, and you have to pick 10 guys, and every wrestler is like a certain dollar amount. You know,
That'd be sweet.
yeah. So like number 1 seed will be like $25.
Yeah.
And then it goes down, down, down.
I like that. I did my first fantasy last year. It was fun.
Did you do last year?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're fun.
Can you not do it like bracket style, like basketball?
You could, but it's like, okay, so how many people are in the March Madness bracket?
64.
So 64 teams. So that would be two brackets. So it's NCAA wrestling would be 5 times larger, and there's a backside. So it would really be about 10 times larger. So
Right.
you couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to fill out a bracket and it's March Madness times 10.
Yeah, it's too much.
And it's in 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too
So
much.
nobody would even get remotely close. So. You probably couldn't even pick one bracket, like one weight class.
Wonder what the odds are. Some statistician out
It's a
there.
33-man weight class. You probably couldn't even pick one. Like, I don't know that. But so what typically you would do is, like, you pick a team. You'd have a fantasy team. So you'd have 10 guys, and you see how many team points they score. And that's how you do it.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Let's just cut into Let's Get Deep. You ready?
I got one. Would you steal bread to feed your family? Answer: I wouldn't steal the bread, and I would feed my family still.
You would kill something.
No, I don't know what I would do, but I would make it happen. All right, that's settled. Go
Next.
ahead. Why is it so important to take ownership of one's actions?
I wasn't ready for all that, man. Chill. Nah, I'm good.
We can do a different one.
Do it different. No, I'm kidding. Let's do it.
You want to do this one? Different
You're
one?
getting a little general with these, man. You need to
They
cut
gotta
to
be
the
a little
core.
bit.
Yeah,
Well,
you-
I've been reading Jocko's book, Extreme Ownership.
Yeah, I mean, that's all I was gonna quote, so.
That's what. Okay. Yeah.
Why is it important to take ownership of your actions? I think that the right word would just be ownership in general. Just take ownership of your life, because, I mean, you can take ownership of your actions, but if you don't take ownership of your situation in life, or even things that happen to you, like your whole, like, everything that you have going on, you should feel like, I feel like it's up to me, you know. And if something bad happens, then, or something I am not expecting or prepared for, then I just, you know, take in stride and learn from it and try to do better and improve. But I feel like where people go wrong is letting emotions and feelings then become your kind of compass in a way, right? Like, if you just own whatever the results are going to be of your actions or of your decisions and things like that, and you can think about things clearly, then you're probably going to get the best results. But if you let things come in that cloud your judgment, that are just pushed on you, then you're probably just going to be more focused on your feelings and your emotions than what's actually going on. And I think that's how people become unhappy and depressed, and when you let your feelings really dictate more than you should. Yeah, I feel like it's okay to have feelings, but when you just got to, like, acknowledge the feelings, and you got to be the observer of them rather than letting them be like your identity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that because, well, in the book, Extreme Ownership with Jocko Willink, it talks about, like, they give examples of, like, companies and, like, CEOs or, like, lower level management, like, pushing off, like, an excuse, like, it's like, why are you not making any money? It's like, well, this is happening. It's like, well, does your product suck? And essentially, like, the lesson is, like, if you can't admit something to yourself, like, how are you supposed to admit that to, like, other people? Like, you have to, if you're wrong, like, you got to understand that sometimes you're wrong. It happens to everybody.
Right. Or just feeling like if the results don't go your way, like, you don't need to blame it on anybody else. It's on you. There's always something you could have done better that would have better prepared your team, that would have had a trickle-down effect. I think as a leader, you know, like, when, perfect example, you do not our last YouTube video, but the one before. And all of a sudden, instead of on the road to UFC 100, I'm on the rod. And at the end of the day, that's my fault. That's on me for, not being a good leader and making sure that you have everything you need to make a good decision to be able to spell a 4-letter word correctly. So I don't blame that on you. To me, that's a reflection of my own incompetence, and it bothers me. So next time, we're just going to have more protocols and operations in place to where that type of thing doesn't happen, it doesn't occur. And if you mess up again, then maybe you're fired, because at that point it'll be on you.
Yeah, that's fair. I sent it to my mom now before.
Okay. Yeah, good.
It's good. I'm glad we got that cleared up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you don't take ownership of your life, somebody else will. And people fall into that victim mentality super easily because things occur in their lives and they can't clearly define what they did to get them there. Even if it's the smallest thing they can take ownership of. Maybe I should have done this better, or maybe I could have looked at this differently and now I'm here. But without taking ownership, that state doesn't change at all. So we've all seen people that kind of stay in the same mentality for extended periods of time because in their minds, it's other people's responsibility for what's going on in their lives. And that's just not the case. Each one of us, whatever's happening in this reality right now is a result of what we've done every moment leading up to this in our thoughts, words, and deeds. And so taking ownership is actually a freeing mentality because now you can make changes and improve and change your reality as opposed to giving up ownership to an outside person or force is settling into not being able to change that reality. And then you can still have the mentality of God is leading me in a certain direction, but it's just like one quote is work as if God isn't in control and pray as if he is. So you still take full responsibility, but then you trust that wherever that is leading you is according to his will.
Yeah, for sure. I think that to kind of go off that, it's you focus on what you can control, and if things that you can't control lead you to down a different path, you just reassess and continue to grow and go from there, right? Like rather than sulking, you know, or feeling like, frick, like that didn't really go the way I wanted to go. It's like, well, maybe you weren't ready for the result of what would have happened if it would have went the way you wanted to go. And also, like, I think that there's this weird thing in life right now where maybe it's always been like this, but I've just noticed it where I think people's ultimate goal is to be happy, when that's such a poor ultimate goal. And happiness is always like the more you want it and the more you really try to grasp it, it's like slippery. It's like it's the less you actually are happy. I feel like if you're just always focused on, if your ultimate goal is just to be happy, like it's just always going to elude you, I think.
Yeah.
Like happiness is the process. It's not the goal.
Yeah. That's why it's a theme that I've been trying to focus on, even in just like my social media, is peace over happiness. It's like, if you focus on peace, it just changes the whole mentality because like you said, happiness just comes in moments. It's like it comes and goes, and then you're just like trying to grasp onto more and more. But peace to me is reframes my mind to a long-term feeling of, are you happy with yourself? Are you proud of yourself? Are you at peace with how you're spending your time in the life that you're living? Right. As opposed to happiness can often just be a synonym for like pleasure and like trying to get a feeling of excitement, and then it's gone.
Yeah, definitely. And I think reality is, it's like, if you think about your whole day, whatever, I think it's 80,000 seconds or whatever in a day. So let's take a quarter of that off. So let's say we get 60,000 seconds of awake time in a day. Even the most high functioning, successful people in all areas, like as far as well-roundedness, how many of those seconds are they actually happy? Like a good question is like, are you happy right now? It's like, no, we're just kind of locked into this podcast. we're kind of just discussing what we have going on right now. So the overall emotion of our mood is not happy, but that doesn't mean that we have a bad life.
Yeah. Or
it doesn't mean that we're not satisfied or we don't have peace. It's just, but when you seek that, it's almost like you just always want to be like, it's like, that's not like a real, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like a child. Like
Yeah,
they're always trying to like find the next thing that will make them happy.
Yeah, it's a dopamine response almost, just like searching after that.
Yeah.
It's like a drug, like that hit versus I think it's just totally cool and great to experience a whole range of emotions throughout a day. And the experience of emotions and feelings has relatively little to do with like my actual identity.
Mm-hmm.
It has pretty much nothing. Like, if I feel bad or if I feel good, that doesn't affect like what, like me as a person.
Yeah.
It's a fleeting thing.
Or what you're going to do.
No, yeah. It's like, I'm going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm still going to wake up. I'm still going to go train.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still going to eat. I'm still going to train again. Still going to podcast. Still going to,
Yeah.
chill with my bros.
Yeah.
Still going to chill with my
Drink
dogs.
some spirit water.
Still going to drink some spirit water, just.
And those are the things that give you peace. Like those are the things that you want to do.
Yep.
So carrying out those actions and choosing the right thoughts, that's what's going to fulfill you. It's not, okay, how can I be happy? How can I get this next feeling?
Yeah. And I think to get back to the original question of ownership of your actions, like that's kind of a foundational principle of being able to own your life and situation, what you have going on. It's like, what are you seeking? Like, okay, it's going to be really hard to own your actions and your decisions and everything that's going on to you if you're always focused on emotion,
Mm-hmm.
if you're always focused on how you feel. And in reality, you're going to be less of those things that you want when that becomes your goal, instead of just realizing, hey, I'm going to experience a lot of stuff. And no matter what I'm feeling, I'm going to make the best decision with what I'm given and trust people who are worth trusting and, put myself in good situations. Then it's like, okay, you're probably just going to be more, the results you get are more acceptable to you.
Mm-hmm.
Ronan. You got so much to learn, buddy. So much to learn, so little time.
Dude, I've been trying to do like a book a week now. So
Yeah,
That's
dude.
good, man.
You've been reading some good books.
well, audio.
Oh, when next week going to discuss Obstacles the Way?
How close
Yeah.
are you guys to finishing?
You said halfway.
Yeah,
halfway.
I'm
Okay.
close to halfway.
Okay,
Yeah.
we can do next week halfway.
Let's do it.
Obstacle is the way.
Obstacle is the halfway.
Obstacle is the halfway.
Yeah.
All right,
Dude, it's funny because I don't mean to continue this, but we want to do Obstacles Away, and we talk about like, oh, we're doing Obstacles Away. I've read like 3 books that are not Obstacles Away.
How's that?
Like I've literally read cover to cover like multiple books, and this one was assigned. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
but I really want to read it.
Yeah, you kind of got to lock in a little bit for it because
Yeah.
it's like the information is really dense. Like,
I don't think it has anything to do with the book.
yeah, no, I know. Just slip your mind.
I'm just like, I don't know why. I was like, you know what? Let's read Harry Potter. I got time. It's funny though. It is a little dense though. I've read
Yeah,
the first probably quarter of it. So
yeah.
yeah,
yeah. I don't even know how to read, so that's why I just listen to it.
smart.
Way easier,
It's, that's what we call extreme ownership right there.
right?
Don't know how to read?
Exactly.
No, we're figure it out. So what?
I like that that sermon you sent me.
Did you listen to it?
Yeah.
I thought it was a really good message for everyone, and I thought it was a really good message for you.
I was like, what is he trying to tell me here?
Yeah, dude, it's a good message for you. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, he was talking about joy is in God's. No, the joy of God's creation is our purpose, something like that.
Yeah. So basically, so to give people context, my church back home in Texas is called Chase Oaks, and so when I can't go to actual church, I'll watch their sermons. And the pastor back there, it was a sermon on celebration.
Yeah.
And how important that is, not only in our lives, but how important celebration has been historically, and how important it is to God, and how I think that culture nowadays it a lot of time emphasizes, grind it out, this, that, blah, blah, blah. But like, we're also created to like enjoy life, or even biblically, a lot gets talked about sin and, suffering and, how do we be a good person, right? Like, how do you be a good person? But, and I'm not knocking that, like, that's very important, but it's also important to like enjoy life and be happy and celebrate things. And I loved it. I thought it was good.
The joy of the Lord is your strength. Nehemiah. Yeah, I didn't know. So he was going through kind of the Old Testament.
Yeah, Old Testament, Nehemiah. So to give people context also, Nehemiah was a Jewish man who was like kind of high up in the Persian Empire. So he was like an advisor to some of like whatever was like the kings of Persia at the time. And but like a very like devout man of faith. Yeah.
I think he ended up eventually becoming king.
That's right.
Years.
Yeah.
But the note I wrote was same kind of thing you were saying. Just celebrating one another, voicing that appreciation, just randomly when you feel it, and then celebrating yourself, whatever it is, something little, and doing something that makes you feel celebrated for it.
Definitely. And the thing that they got me, there was a few things that got me, but the one thing that was kind of just a historical information that really hit me was, it was like, I forget the exact numbers, but it was every year.
That's what I was going to bring up.
They take a week to celebrate. Do you have the numbers? Do you remember?
I just listened to it today. Yeah. So, it was crazy. So basically, on average, it was 1 out of every 3 days they had a huge celebration.
Right. If you look at, so you count like rest days, celebratory days.
Yep. So Sabbath once a week.
Yeah.
Once a month they did a couple days. Once a year they did a week.
Right.
Once every 10 years they did maybe a month, and then once every 50 years they did a year.
Whole year of like no work. They just stored everything up and prepared, and then at that year, all party.
Just all debts were forgiven.
All debts were forgiven. Yeah. So if you owed money on land, or you got that land taken away from you, it was given back.
Yeah.
I
had no idea. So they really valued celebration during that time.
No, I thought it was so cool, but that's just not emphasized at all in our culture. It's always get after it, go, go, go. Or even like, if it's not get after it, go, it's like, be a good person and don't, and like, I feel like you just have to work. There's just more emphasis on like worrying about so much, like worrying about whether or not you're doing the right thing.
Yep.
And whether that right thing is like from a faith-based biblical perspective, or whether just from like a societal, like social perspective, I think you can look at it. There's
true.
Yeah. It's like, am I doing good? Am I doing good? Am I doing good?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, we all want to do good. That's important. Like, we all want to follow God's word, and we all want to be like the best version of ourselves. But it's like, just
He also encouraged us to enjoy it. Yeah,
let's enjoy it, man. Yeah. Let's have fun.
Yeah,
let's party. Like, that's what the pastor kept saying. He's like, it's a party.
Yeah,
like, it's a party. I was like, it is a party.
Like, Pastor, you don't know how we party. Can't do that for a year.
No.
But it was a good message. Definitely a good message for me to hear. Because you just get locked into doing better, growing, this and that, and it's like, I enjoy all of those things, but sometimes you got to maybe eat like a piece of bread or
well, and then I think it's all about the ratio, right? Yeah. So you said it ended up being like 100 days out of the year are celebratory days, and so it's like, we're not saying that every day, every year, all the time is celebration. It's to celebrate, and we're not even saying you should go a week at it every month. It's like, or whatever. It's like, take your times, right? So that's why that God did create the Sabbath is for rest and celebration and enjoying family and company and relationships and being happy, having fun. And then it's like, guess what? Now we got 5 days to get after it. So like, that's the way it works. And then even the cyclical aspect of it. It's I love that. Like, 50 years, it's like, everybody gets 1 year of party. Like, just go, like, let's just get after it.
That's crazy.
I know, right? But I think too, the other thing, I think culturally now, party just has a bad connotation. Yeah. It's like, all right, I'm a party. I'm gonna go do drugs. I'm gonna go get so drunk I can't even walk straight. Like, this type of stuff. And I think that I think partying is also a spectrum. It's like you can go crazy and be an insane person. You can do nothing, or you can like have a good time.
Yeah, that's so true. Because there's no way they celebrated weddings for like 3 to 7 days. Like, there's no way that people were going completely abusive of everything around them and doing that for that long. Like, obviously, people were keeping their head on their shoulders and like enjoying, some of the aspects that God has blessed us with, whether it's wine like he made at the wedding or whatever it is. But yeah, they definitely weren't doing that, especially for a year straight of like acting like a fool. So that's a good point to make.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because what you were saying is kind of like, I was just reading about this called like controlled enjoyment. So like you don't go like so bonkers, like you were saying, like you black out like 7 nights in a row.
Yeah,
like, it's not like that, but it's like you were saying, like maybe I'm gonna have a coffee every Saturday, twice a month. Like whatever it ends up being, because it doesn't take you like so high off the track. That you're like I'm on a mountaintop.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's not too
keeps
much.
you on the way.
Controlled enjoyment.
Yeah, but it's like little celebrations, right? Like I think that should be something that's consistent in everyone's life. And that was the end of the sermon was a challenge for everybody to pick a day and celebrate something. It was like not a birthday, not like something that's typically celebrated. Like pick something and celebrate it. And I just love that. I just was like, that's how life should be. Like we're not designed to like be robots.
Yeah.
We can work hard, we can get after it, we can freaking push ourselves to the absolute brink, and then we can celebrate and have fun and just laugh and have a good time. It's balance.
Well said.
Yeah. Fine, dude. No, that's awesome.
We'll go to the kombucha bar tonight. It's all right. We'll do it.
Speaking of, Maddie's back home this weekend for a baby shower.
Frick, I'm gone to Jersey.
Dude.
It's my birthday dinner. All
right.
I'll be here.
No.
You can come.
No. I'll watch Rick and Morty. That's what I do sometimes when I'm by myself and I'm just like, I just need to not be locked in.
Yeah.
I just go to Rick and Morty.
Yeah, it's good.
It's even more for me like it's a less of a locked in space than even The Office, or
because it's just like so outlandish.
It's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's in you get like into it.
Yeah.
You're like, what? They have clones of themselves that every time they die they get revived. They get like, what is this?
Mr. Meeseeks.
Mr. Meeseeks? Yeah. No, that's early season, bro. You need to step it up.
Dude.
Watch season 6.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
It's good. Yeah. I already watched it twice. All right.
Sweet.
All right. Well, it's a good day.
Yeah.
All right.
Good day.
Cool.
Love y'all.
See y'all.